Now we're going to show you the shadow running telemark. This step starts in shadow position, moving to diagonal center, and ends in closed position facing diagonal wall. And we have 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And again. And 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Another man's timing for the shadow running telemark. We have 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And now the footwork. Heel, toe, 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 heel. Heel, toe, toe, heel. Heel, toe, 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 heel. Toe, heel, inside edge of toe of left foot. Toe, heel, toe.
Now the ladies' timing for the shadow running telemark. And 1 and 2, 3. 1 and 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And now the footwork. Heel, toe, 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 heel. Heel, toe, 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 heel. Heel, toe, 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 heel. Toe, heel, inside edge of right toe, 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 heel.
Now we're going to do the summary for the shadow running telemark. Starting in shadow position, we do the shadow running telemark. We do a check to left side position, 3 count turn to the left, fall away ronde, slip pivot.
Okay, and for the ladies. In shadow position, we do our shadow running telemark. We do syncopated turn to the left to end in left side position. We do a free spin to the right. And then we do our fall away ronde, slip pivot to closed position.
Now let's have a look at the technique in the shadow running telemark.
We have a few new elements here. We've got a left turning syncopated figure in shadow position. So that's a little tricky. We'll spend some time breaking that down for you. Then we have our exit from shadow to left side position. And then our free spin to face each other for this open fall away position before we do our slip pivot. So we'll break it down from the shadow running telemark.
Right, on the shadow running telemark, starting off with your weight on the left foot, gentlemen, you're very much on the inside of this turn. So as you step forwards on your right foot, make sure you feel like you're sending the lady ahead of you. Send the lady ahead of you so she's into position before you step onto your left foot.
I actually feel like Michael delays his left foot, and my weight of my left foot landing makes him step onto his left foot.
Right, so I'm using her weight to help pull me forwards.
Let's do that towards and then away from the camera. So from here. And you'll notice we have different holds that we use. We can either use the hold where Michael's hand is on top, it can be underneath, or he can hold my wrist, and that helps give sometimes a little bit more leverage to bring the lady around. The other option is that I can actually hold onto his arm with my left finger hooked over his left elbow. So we can just even demonstrate it using this hold just for a second. So you'll see I step forward on my right heel, and already Michael, you can see he's turning his upper body right now, and that brings me around, and you can see I'm almost stepping into the center of the floor, and he steps in behind after me. Then we do our telemark together, running telemark together. So we'll do that different hold.
Okay.
And from here, we step forward, Michael swings his body left, I run forward, and then we finish our toe lower together. And now let's go this way. Ladies, don't be shy on this. Michael is ahead in the movement at first, but as soon as he turns his upper body, be aggressive about moving out onto your left foot. It's very important that you don't take a small step there.
Yeah, the stronger the lady goes, the easier it is for the man to follow on through behind her.
I'm on the outside of the turn going forward. That's kind of unusual. So Michael's on the inside. So he is going to step a little bit smaller, but ladies, you have to step a little bit bigger, and I'll just do that one more time going this way now. And so I go bigger to the center, and then we do our telemark ending together.
So the fact that I felt like I've delayed slightly on this foot has caused the arc to be a little bit more rotary, not quite so linear, which steps the lady out in front of me. That reduces how big I can take my step because I don't want to run into her.
Now we can do different shapings on this shadow running telemark. So I can keep my head to the right the whole way through, and you'll notice I brought my right hand in and out. That kind of helps give me a little whip. It gives a little energy to the step on that one end. Instead of just leaving it open and drifting through the whole time, imagine throwing a cape over my left shoulder. That kind of snaps me around him. One and drift it back out and float back down as we do that toe lower.
So it's a bit more musical.
And then if we hold the other arm, remember how I had that hand hook? So we just have the hook, I still feel the same lead, and I could take the hand up and over. You'll notice that Michael has ever so slightly an inclination to his right to keep me on the outside of the turn. So rather than looking left and looking down over this way, so can we do it the wrong way? I know it's difficult.
Looking left?
Yeah. This, it kind of pulls me around and I fall over. So he kind of looks towards me and I look outwards over my arm, and that keeps me on the outside of the turn easier.
I can keep my eye on her too.
Yeah, good.
Yep.
Check me out.
Right.
All right, so now from here, let's go back to our original hold. And now Michael will explain the next lead.
So here we go. We've swung her around. Now, gentlemen, you're going to check forwards and start turning the lady immediately.
So you can see I've taken 2 steps to Michael's 1. So he's doing a check on that 1 count, and I have 1 end. And you can see right here, sorry, I shouldn't have put my heel down. He's now going to release hold with this left hand, and my right hand goes into his so that we're in our left side position. Let's just do that towards them. So from here, we have a 1, and he lets go, 2, 3. Because my right hand was extended out, ladies, as he lets go with this hand, so he does a little circle, and then as he lets go, my right hand just floats easily into his. That's all the lead that I need.
And I've trailed the lady with my right hand to a point where she moves out of my arm, and then I put my hand back out to the side.
I do feel a slight kind of C from the man's left hand to make me turn strongly, slightly, and then you can see both our extended arms open up together.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so from this left side position, now Michael's going to lead that free spin towards each other.
So I do that by actually just turning my body and holding on to this hand for just a second before I release it, and we go into a free spin.
And I feel like I just mirror his frame. Whatever his frame's doing, I match that. So instead of keeping my arms straight, I actually flex them a little bit so that we fold into each other, kind of like a book closing. Boom, and then we just roll into hold. Now you can see he's going into the open fall away. So let's actually do this towards the camera. So we'll start in left side position over here. Sorry, love. That was the long way around. And so left side position, roll in. Now we're in our open fall away. So you can see we're opening like a book right now, and our arms and our feet open and ronde at the same time.
So the body's kept relatively still, and we're working the arms and the feet off the still body.
So just book opening, and now from here, ladies, wait for the gentleman to start the slip pivot. So you'll notice Michael's going to step back first.
Yes, I'm going to have to cut quite strongly back across Tony. So if she starts moving back, she's going to cut me off. I'm not going to be able to get around far enough.
So I let Michael go, and then that just folds me in. He keeps going, and that just folds me in to our slip pivot. And that makes it easy. If you try and turn too early, it makes it difficult for him to get past.
Now, you're going to use your right arm, gentlemen, from this ronde here to keep the lady where she is. So don't let her keep moving backwards. You anchor with your right hand, and you work around that right hand, which will be the lady.
And then from there, as we do the slip pivot, we come into closed hold, and then we pivot together and land in our nice closed position. Whatever alignment you end up in, that's fine. So let's go from the beginning. I just want to go all the way from the shadow running telemark now. So we have 1 and 2, 3. Michael checks me to left side position. We roll in, book closing, book opening, slip, and then pivot together until our closed position. This is fun.
Yeah, it's a nice step.
All right, let's demonstrate that for you to music.